Don't be suspicious. Don't be
Never.
suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Alright, we are live.
Got that.
Despite my terrible singing, we are live.
Oh,
Natalie, you went really robotic and then cut out.
It's fine.
Everything is fine. It's all fine.
Alright, well, I think that the commercial has passed by.
Ha 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 ha.
yeet.
So real quick before we start, do we want to introduce ourselves and characters, and then give a short recap maybe?
I think that's a reasonable plan.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll go in order of Discord. That puts you up first, Natalie.
Oh, great. Yeah, sorry. I was looking for that list.
We might wait
With all the
another minute because, like,
Okay.
I have my phone Twitch, a different account than my work Twitch, and
Uh-huh.
my phone just now got the notification we went live. So
Oh, okay.
we might give it
We'll
just a minute for to give people a chance.
wait a little bit.
Alright.
Cool.
That and I kind of want to make sure we're recording this. I think we're recording this.
We might be, we might not be.
Well,
Wait,
so
we-
they changed the color of the button. The
What
button's
button?
color coded to tell me what's going on, and they changed the color scheme.
Oh,
It's
It's like
very
That's
rule
annoying.
number one of things not to do. Don't do it.
yeah.
It was like a bright red when we were recording, but just a dull red, or not even red, more closer to the realm of pink, coming off of purple, which is the not recording color, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I've got like this pale rose color going on. And I didn't really pay attention to the middle color, so I don't know that it changed, but all my indicators are saying that it's recording. Anyways.
Hmm.
Why did they change color schemes? The bright red was fine.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, we should
Maybe
be
they
good
thought
now.
it was time for a new look. Hello. Are we good now?
Yes, we are good. We even have people who have commented in the Twitch chat, so.
Awesome. Welcome. Hello. I'll go ahead and begin. We're going to go and introduce our characters again for you, because last week was your first time meeting them. I'm Natalie. I will play the character Ari. Ari is a Tempest cleric. Sorry, I have to remember that right quick.
Yep.
Ari is a Tempest cleric. She serves the goddess Umberly. And she is very, very devoted to her goddess. And so you'll see that a lot of the decisions she takes her goddess's wisdom into account. And we'll move on to the next player in our group.
I am Dallas MacArthur. I will be playing the character of Yoren Jacobs. Rogue by class, medic by trade, absolutely sass bucket by personality.
I'm Casey. I will be the GM for tonight. As determined last week, yes, I do prefer GM. And I will be playing pretty much everyone else. Hopefully you recognize some of them.
And I am Kevin. I will be playing the character of Brewin Dapplebelt. He is a gnome wizard specializing in divination, and he's somewhat rather curmudgeonly, but he knows how to handle himself.
All right, let's give a real quick recap. Who remembers what happened last week?
we entered town. This strange little town of Duloc. Where we met the mayor. Very nice, very welcoming fellow. We all had different things we were seeking, and I'm not sure if we found them.
My character was looking to restock his medical bag.
And Bruin was looking for any magical tomes that were available for studying magic, and found some at the home of Robert.
Yeah, and we had just come out of that terrible storm, which was not the fault of the goddess Umberly, who is the god of the seas. But Ray was able to find a temple to give thanks to the goddess for their safe passage. Important. And okay. We always get confused on this, but Ryron or Bruin is fine, right?
I like to split the difference on it. So Bruin.
Bruin? Okay.
And
As long as he's winning.
Ah! That is really funny. Bruin found an interesting, maybe not so interesting fellow, but one of the townspeople who needed help.
Right. There'd been one of Robert's folks had been attacked by a wolf and was bleeding pretty profusely, so we needed to go fetch Yoren to go get that patched up.
got that patched up, but it took the last of my thread. Not to
Ah,
mention
so
the
we
last
need
of my
more
clean
thread.
bandages.
Yep. And we came across one of the books that Robert owned that was probably pretty peculiar. Was one saying that this town might have some crossover with the Feywild, and with the land of the Fey. There's kind of an entry point here. And then there was Golda's Tavern,
That was lovely.
where the porridge is always just right,
Porridge
apparently.
is always
And-
just right.
May or may
And the
not be
pie-
magical.
And the pies always have a dent in them. Okay, it did cook the pie evenly.
Yeah, then we fought spiders. Almost died. That was great.
Right? And they were face spiders. But yeah, let's not relive that.
Yeah, they could teleport and all. They came in with the rain and came out of the water spouts. So
That did
Yeah.
also happen. Can confirm.
That did. yeah, can
Yep.
confirm spiders and water spouts.
Also, for anyone watching, there were supposed to be 2 phase spiders that were coming in, and you had to figure out that there were 2, and then someone decided to one-shot one of them on the very first round.
Oops.
So...
I did use one of my level 3 spell slots.
It's all good. It was fun.
That one wrapped that up pretty quick.
You guys had a difficult time with the second one. It was better.
The
did.
second one gave us a little bit
Oh
more.
man, it was a time. By the way, have we had long rest, short rest?
You guys will definitely have plenty of time for short rest if you guys would like to go ahead
I
and
would like a
roll
short
that up now.
rest.
Yeah.
I would definitely like a short rest.
Versus interrupting the story a little bit later, we can go ahead and roll hit dice now.
All right.
Okay.
I think I'll go ahead and just roll.
I believe that Ari, though, is already full health.
Yeah, Ari is. Ari's just wondering about her spell slots, if that would replenish, but If it's a short rest, I'm not sure it would.
That would not.
Okay, that's fine. We will go with
I
what we
perfectly
have.
restored my maximum hit points.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. And I believe that you guys just saved. You finally did find out her name, Shelby, from the spiders. And I believe you were headed back to her house?
Yeah.
Or did you guys want to do other things first?
Well, because her dad is the mayor, and she
Mhm.
lost her storybook in the basement, and someone barged in there. Is that what happened?
Mm,
You guys did hear rumors, or at least Ori heard rumors during Porridge time that the basement had been trashed, and I believe that Shelby said that she was not supposed to be playing in the basement, but was, and thought she was getting in trouble, so she just threw the book and ran out.
Throw the book.
yeah, and
What
she
could
was
go wrong?
really told us not to tell her dad.
Yep, Simon, or everyone else's story said that the basement had been ransacked, but nothing was stolen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I think that's where we are. We are at the door of Simon's house.
Where's Shelby? Is this your house?
Yes, this is my house. Come on in. And she opens the door.
I quite like it. It's different from all the others. And
Having-
Ari steps in behind her.
Yeah. Seeing his daughter come in, Simon runs up and gives Shelby a giant hug. Says, "Where were you during that storm?" "Oh, I was playing, just up north, not too far into the woods, just a little bit." Kind of shyly. These people, though, they wanted to come and talk.
Does the mayor recognize Yorin?
The mayor does recognize all three of you from the initial setting and says, you guys are finding your way around town quite quickly, I see. Thank you for finding my daughter."
Oh, of course, sir. There's no trouble at all. You know, we are adventurers by trade. Word on the streets, your basement had a bit of a ransackle.
I don't know how you heard about that. There was just a bit of a ruckus down there. I mean,
I mean,
nothing
sir, if
really
you've been
bad happened.
burgled, we can potentially track down the perpetrators. Bruin here, he's got a nose for trouble.
He seems to find it wherever we go.
Yes,
Burgled, you
are
say?
always right behind me.
I mean,
if you've been burgled, were you burgled?
no. I figured it was just some pranks on the kids.
Well,
You know,
is
we
anything
have-
missing?
Don't think so. It was just kind of thrown around. I haven't had a chance to clean it up if you want to see.
Sure, we'll take a glance at it for you. At least we can do. You've been so hospitable.
I mean, I don't want to trouble you at all. And he kind of... Actually, it's kind of outside the house. He walks around and opens some cellar doors. And leads you down into the cellar. It's not large, but there's like a small work desk and several I've already forgot the name of it. I looked it up earlier. The wine case.
Cask?
Cask, that's it. Wine casks around the outside of the room. And he says, yeah, you see, I had a couple of these overturned and papers on the desk were thrown around. I finally managed to get them back in order and stuff. But
Were any of those papers missing? Anything that you were working on that's not there anymore?
no, you can see they're all here. I even keep them numbered, fairly organized. Have to be the mayor, of course.
May I, with them being numbered, may I, at a relative glance, tell if any are missing? Or at least how many there are.
Go ahead and roll me a perception or investigation.
Let's go with investigation.
All
Why
right.
is that an advantage? That's not a problem. That's a problem. Okay, 18. What does an 18 get me?
You see that most of the papers that he's dealing with are like complaint or suggestion papers, probably pulled out of a box somewhere.
Okay.
He has them all labeled. The last page was like 32. It looks like there's roughly about that many stacks of paper there, or
Okay.
that many pieces of paper there.
Reasonable enough. What of the wine casks?
What of the wine casks?
Yeah. Any of them damaged?
None of them look damaged, but could you give me a nature check?
Nature, you say? What about nurture? No, I've got a decent nature stat. 20. Dirty.
Okay, so you can tell very easily that one of the casks that had not been overturned looks very new.
Oh, like the
And-
cask is new, or it's been recently sealed?
Like, the cask is new.
Interesting. I'm going to ponder on this and let the other characters do things.
Looking for that book we heard about. That's not said. That's just what Brewin is doing.
You're doing what? Sorry
I'm
about
looking
that.
for the book that the girl had mentioned, but we were told not to bring up explicitly.
Okay, go ahead and roll your own investigation check.
Okay. That's a 10.
Yeah, that's a 10.
10
Is it
is a number.
10 is a number.
That is a number. So you're thinking about the book, and it may come to you.
Okay.
Ari, are you doing anything?
Ari is also looking for the book.
All right, go ahead and roll your investigation.
Hopefully we'll have better luck. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ari's just looking.
All right, so you guys are kind of looking around, and
Bruin will turn to the mayor, if possible, and ask, about how long ago did you say you found it in a state of disarray?
well, not more than probably 3 days ago.
Anything like this ever happened before?
little messes here and there. The kids like to come down here and play around. Don't know why. It's the only place really in town that they're not supposed to come. But what are you gonna do?
Well, that makes it attractive.
How often do you replenish your wine supply down here?
How often do I replenish it?
Yeah.
Not terribly often. Why do you ask?
What's your most recent wine acquisition? And no reason. I'm just curious. A bit of a wine enthusiast myself. And you can have me roll deception if you need me to.
Go ahead and roll deception.
I'm not good at it.
He kind of looks at you and says, well, I've had honestly, I'm not the best at wines. I just like being able to serve it. But I did have a nice a white dessert wine come in recently.
How recently?
Probably 4 or 5 days ago.
Does that timeline line up with my assessment of the new wine cask?
It does.
It does. But still, the cat, to me, the player, I don't know if my character would have this information, but to me as a player, a brand new wine cask is sus.
If you guys are still searching for the book, can you guys give me another investigation? Brywin's keeping Simon occupied enough and flustered enough talking about wine that...
You mean Jordan?
Yeah.
Yes, Yorin is keeping him busy enough that he's not going to be asking you guys questions what you're doing yet.
Could I do perception instead? Or would it have to be investigation?
You could give me a perception if you'd rather.
Oh.
There.
All right.
Good on that investigation check.
One of them would have come up.
Brywin, just so you know, I will also need a perception check from you now. Yes.
Okay.
But you do happen to find what was once a book and now is more like a book cover, kind of tucked behind this brand new cask.
Specifically behind the new one.
Specifically behind the new one.
I will go to pick it up and at least read the cover or take a lolook at what's left of it.
Okay. The cover says The Adventures of Nighty McNightface, and as we thought, all the pages are just ripped out, gone.
Can I tell whether they've been purposefully ripped out or if they've been waterlogged and washed away, or if vermin have gotten to them?
With that investigation, you can definitely tell that these were... looks like many small tears. So, it wasn't a swift rip, but someone took their time ripping it.
One could say it was a rip-off.
I want to take the I think I was the last one holding the page that we found after the rain storm dried up.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if it looks about the right size for the book. Maybe try and line it up.
Okay. It looks like it would fit in the cover very nicely.
Okay. Okay.
And, Yorn, the others have made their perception checks. Can you go ahead and make yours?
Make a perception, just a generic perception.
Yeah, just generic perception.
Do I need to make another one?
Sure, you can make another one.
Okay.
You'll miss the first little bit, but you can probably catch it.
Alright.
Alright.
That's where we are tonight.
So... Ari.
Yeah.
You managed to catch a glimpse of something. Glowing. Kind of going along, and then it zips out the cellar doors.
Oh. Alright, needs to follow it. Okay. Ooh.
So you just take off after it?
Saw something. And then runs out. Yeah.
If Ari is suddenly running away, Yorin is going to give the mayor a nod, be like, "Excuse me," and run after her.
Bruin's gonna kind of look back and forth between, like, where they just were and the mayor and say, "I'm terribly sorry. Some people have no manners. Apparently one of my comrades seems to have thinks she's seen something, so presumably taking off to follow it. Is there anything else that you're concerned about with everything that went on down here?" And he'll probably pull out the book cover that's left of this. It's like, only thing I seem to find that's out of place is this thing here.
Simon takes a look at it and says, "Well, it seems like my daughter may be one of the reasons for..." And as he takes the book from you, kind of looks surprised by how light this book is.
As far as, like, this should be heavier.
As in, like, he never expected it to be empty.
Ah, right.
Well, it looks like I need to have a talk with my daughter at the very least.
Sir, are you aware of any connections to the Fae that this village might have?
We'll get back to you real quick because we do have some people trying to chase down something.
Right.
Brywin and Ari, you charge out the door and go ahead and roll me perception checks.
Yeah.
Perception, coming up.
Hey.
14, how's a 14 lay on ya?
14.
Yeah. That's pretty good. So, you guys are able to see the light. It moves pretty fast, but you see it kind of head out behind where Henry and Liza's house are after chasing it down.
But are we able to see the light at last?
Now what?
Are we able to see the light at last? Maybe I'm
Oh.
fishing too hard for a joke.
Okay. You are able to see the light as it disappears. Ari, you also happen to lose the light near the end. Not so much as it got too far away, but more like it just disappeared.
But I can still see the light?
No, it faded
Okay.
into
But
invisibility. But you guys saw it to kind of go behind Henry and Liza's house.
okay. Running out into the
Julian.
middle of the square, I catch myself as it disappears, and apparently I am being spoken to. So, what were you saying?
Julian, it went this way, behind the man's house.
No, it went behind. Didn't it go behind this house?
Yes.
Oh, it went behind that house? Oh.
Henry and Liza's house.
Okay. Look, Julian, did you see it?
I saw it vanish. Just our luck.
Well, let's at least check out where it vanished then.
Alright.
And Ari goes,
Where did it actually vanish? Do I know,
Yeah,
like, the spot it vanished?
So
Or at least where I lost sight of it.
are you cool if I move your guys' characters around to kind of show path?
Perfectly.
yeah, go ahead.
Awesome. So it kind of went behind the trees
Got it.
and then looked like it was headed north into the forest.
But then it vanished. We didn't lose it.
Like the light
actually
disappeared.
dissipated.
Yes.
Okay.
As in, like, meta, it probably has invisibility.
Rude.
Okay.
Impolite.
Yeah.
Disrespectful. Well, I'm gonna give an investigation check where it looks like it vanished, see if there's any trace of it, or a survival if I'm tracking it.
Same. Ari will do a perception check of the wood behind.
I will let you guys do either investigation or survival.
Ooh.
I would prefer investigation.
I would prefer survival.
Alright, those are pretty good.
I got a 25 investigation, Ari got a 22 survival.
Yep, and we will get back to those in a second. We're going back to Brywin. Brywin has a question about the Fae and says, well, I know that that's supposedly the reason why we're so blessed here with our crops and stuff. Things tend to grow without much nurturing here. So I would assume that we're kind of blessed by the Fae.
I'm concerned that perhaps these connections run perhaps a little deeper than anyone in this town realizes. If things of late that are happening in this town and calamities that seem to be befalling seem rather odd, that is where I would place my chief suspicion.
But why, after all these years, would things start? I mean, you're correct. Things have been getting weird around here. We had some barns that just collapsed on what we thought was a peaceful night, and things have been getting weird, but
Yes, that rainstorm earlier this afternoon just now was not normal, I take it.
no, not at all. I've never seen so much rain in a single day.
Well, I can't speak at all as to why at this time, but I think it would be best if we stayed in town for just a bit and see if we could understand more of what's going on.
Well, I would greatly. Like I said, this town is a very peaceful town. I hate for our guests to see it in such disarray, but if you're willing to help, please let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Well, certainly. Only other thing is, don't go too hard on your daughter. I think she's simply indulging in stories because that's what children are supposed to do at that age.
I will take that to heart.
Yes, well, I had better find where my individuals, where my companions have run off to. So, thank you. Thank you very much. I will be on my way, and perhaps finally we can meet back up at the tavern and actually relax and have some lunch. I'm getting a migraine. I haven't eaten.
Well, here, I will make sure that lunch is ready for you whenever you get there.
That would be much appreciated. And Bruin goes off to find the others.
All right. Those were some really nice rolls earlier. 25 investigation and
Yes, tell us about our
22.
delightful dice throwing skills.
All right. Ari, you happen to find some very large paw prints that seem to indicate wolf, but like I said, are a bit too large for your average everyday wolf. You're looking around, and on a close inspection of a pile of the wood back here, you notice that it is the same type of grain structure and stuff as the very nice new wine cask that was in the mayor's basement.
What's the same material as the wine cask?
A pile of lumber that's sitting outside of Henry and Liza's.
Yes, but Henry was going to get lumber. How is Henry connected to all of this? Ari,
Yes.
you don't suppose that lumberjack I just put his leg back together has anything to do with this ransackling, do you? Because
Interesting
that
question.
wood, within the last few days, was made to make a wine cask that found its way into the mayor's basement of all places before all this nonsense started happening. Anyway, you found anything?
Ah. Well, it would be interesting also to see if these giant plants are in any way related to our situation. They're too big to be wolves, like typical wolves, but they look like footprints. What do you think?
I mean, I look at the footprints, but I'm not going to roll a check for fear of crit. I mean, those are paws, but, I mean, if the thing that's attached to those paws is proportionately the size of a wolf, we're talking vague hand gestures at level of my head. That's all he has to say.
Oh, that's all I have to say. Okay. Casey, can I roll an investigation check to see how fresh the blueprints are.
An investigation on how fresh the blueprints, or not blueprints.
The prints.
Footprints.
Nice.
So, with the 22, you can tell that they happened probably early this morning. Like, the wolf probably followed the scent of Liza back after getting whacked on the axe, or whacked on the nose with an axe.
Whacked on
To
the
see if he
axe.
could pick him off the rest of the way.
Okay. And what time of day are we at now? Is it like evening? Or-
That's a good question. Brywin, could you make a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, fantastic. I love
Is he
those.
dodging the sun?
Apparently.
A 13.
Okay. Let's just see what that DC was. Yeah, you're able to. You hear the clock strike 1, and out of the clock runs a hooded figure as fast as he can up and out of the way.
And just like, I just barely get out of the way in time.
Yep.
Okay. Ah! Excuse you.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. What? And he's just kind of stuck in place right now, kind of looking around, and you notice that he has the face of a mouse.
Of course he does.
Right?
Literally, it's basically what I was thinking. I'm like, this is a mouse.
Dickory, dickory, dock.
Yeah.
Huh?
I will
Is someone there?
Yes, I'm here. You nearly ran me over.
I'm terribly sorry. And you see like a little stick come out about 2/3 the way down, and starts walking around towards your voice. Starts.
Excuse me, sir. Over here.
Yeah.
And try to direct him over. Gracious, you were moving quite quickly. Are you certain you're all right?
Yes. Just. It's 1 o'clock. It's lunchtime.
Ah, well,
I make the same passes every day. I'm sorry if you were in my way.
it's I haven't been around long enough to know to avoid it. But perhaps you should at least give a shout before, so to let people know that to get out of your way.
Go ahead and give a perception check.
Okay.
It's gonna be pretty low.
Casey, I'm on to you.
13.
I know the other joke hidden here.
Yeah.
And you can hear with a harsh whisper, Doc, you should move slower next time. There's new people here.
That didn't come from the hood.
Yes, this did not come from the hood.
Okay.
The hood is looking blindly in your direction.
Yes.
3 mice in a trench coat, and they happen to be blind, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My name's Hick.
Of course it is. Yes, well,
It's a pleasure to meet you. And like exactly halfway down, way too low to be a shoulder, a little. Yes.
Doesn't it? Bruin will raise an eyebrow and just kind of smirk a little bit to himself and shake the paw that comes out. Well, it's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance, Hick.
Yours too. What? Would you mind putting me back on the path where I was? It's so much faster if I can just keep the same thing going.
Yes, certainly, and I'll try to help him back to where he was.
Okay, and as soon as you get him pointed in the direction, he dashes off again.
This town keeps getting stranger by the minute. And I will turn to go and try and find where Jacobs and Ari went.
All right. Oh yeah, that was the answer to the question that you asked earlier. What time is it?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, that's where I went with that. It was like, how did I get there again?
It is precisely 1 o'clock.
Yeah. The clock, in fact, struck 1.
There it is. It seems like these prints were made this morning sometime. I wonder where they lead. And Ray looks around to see if she can find more prints.
You're looking for what? Is that a
More
question
prints.
for me?
More prints.
More of the giant wolf prints.
More of the giant
The
prints. To see if we
disconcerting
can...
giant wolf prints.
Yes.
Yeah. Like the tracks that lead off in the same direction that you may or may not have seen the little glowy thing.
Yes.
Yes.
That.
Yes. You got 22 on your survival. You definitely can track this at least for a little bit.
Great.
Are we going into the woods?
It would seem so.
Without delay?
Unless you want to wait for Bruin.
Back before dark.
Find
you guys
Bruin
did take
first.
off without saying where you were going.
This is true. Do we want to go find Bruin?
No, I don't want to go find Bruin, but I believe it may be best. I really just want to follow these tracks, but maybe we should go find Bruin.
You can follow those tracks if you want. I'm gonna go get our wizard.
Okay.
Ren!
Let's come back.
Jacobs, the most peculiar thing just happened to me. I could have sworn there was a figure almost bowled me over as soon as that clock just struck. And you're never going to believe this, Jacobs. It's the most peculiar thing. It seemed like he was actually it was a mouse, but it was too tall, and he was all wrapped in like this hooded cloak, and I think it was 3 large mice stacked on top of one another.
I gently touch my left hand to the side of Bruin's forehead, kind of just above and behind his eyeball, and start counting seconds on my right hand while feeling his pulse and also feeling him for fever.
I mean, I'm presuming it comes back normal because you can keep
You might be
counting,
surprised.
Jacobs. Because that actually happened. You've been in this town as long as I have. You know that is not the weirdest thing that has happened so far.
What Whatever you say, mate. I'm just saying, by the time you start seeing anthropomorphic animals who are blind running about the town and scurrying out of clock towers, standing on each other's shoulders in trench coats, you just might lost like your last marble, and you only have one left. You gotta be careful.
You should take up comedy when being a medic doesn't work out for you. Anyway, where's Ari?
Oh, Ari's going to get lost in the woods. Wanna help her?
Can we have lunch first? I'm going to get a migraine.
Hands Bruin a small package of jerky.
So stave it off. He will indulge. And yeah, if he starts heading back to Ari, like, Bruin will follow.
Is Ari already in the woods at this point, or did Ari wait?
Ari's pretty much already in the woods.
If Bruin can holler after her, he would say, Ari, I'm not sure a full-fledged hunt through the woods is really the smartest idea right now. It may be a better idea to recuperate for at least a few hours and think of a plan. And also to tell me why on earth you're going in the woods in that direction anyway.
Ari's not too far. Ari's not too far into the woods.
Yeah, you can probably hear his call.
Here. Okay. Calm down, Bruin. I'm not that far in. Besides, he's friends. The link distance between his friends must be huge. I can't find him.
Well, you may be eager to see what's on the other side of that of those tracks you're following, but I am somewhat less so.
Oh, is your magic not up to the snuff today? Fire a little damp, ice a little warm?
No, he's too scared.
Look. Weird things are clearly happening in this town, and I think we need to sit down and review what information we have. Come up with a plan before we go traipsing off into the woods. Will those tracks be gone within a few hours?
They not?
Well, then I think those would be hours that would be better spent here, figuring out what we know and what we need to find out.
Alright. You were always a logical one.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I don't mean to intrude, but we could hear you guys yelling through the house. Are you looking to be traveling through the woods?
Oh, I'm sorry we disturbed you. Sorry, my companions and I completely forget that other people exist outside of our conversations when we're kind of investigating. But yes, we were considering going through the woods to follow these tracks.
Following the tracks? Like,
Oh, you wouldn't believe it, they're huge.
Henry's looking down and says, "Oh, my, they are quite... this must be..."
Do you
Here.
recognize them?
Well, Henry's husband got bit by a giant wolf.
Yeah, and Ari's looking at him inquisitively if he recognizes the print.
Yeah, Henry dashes back in and says, I don't recognize them, but judging on the size that Liza was telling me, this is probably the wolf that took a bite out of him.
That's what I was thinking, but why are they so close to the house?
Here, if you promise to be careful with it, Liza has kind of a general map of the woods. I've marked where he was attacked.
That would be most helpful. Thank you. Keep an eye out, will you? You might, well, just keep a watch. Have a place to go if you need, in case this creature comes back. A place like this is close to your home is a little too close for comfort.
Thank you very much, but I think we'll just try to stay inside the house and keep it nice and shut up. Wait, Ari never saw Liza, did she?
No, but
Stood up in the
she's
tavern one time.
strictly telling Henry.
Yeah, it's like Ari has seen Henry, but not
Has
Liza.
seen Henry, but not Liza. Yes.
Yeah.
So Ari doesn't know the condition of Liza, and so Henry will say, "I'm afraid that my husband cannot. Moving right now is not the best of options. As prescribed by the doctor, 2 weeks. Don't give him any reasons to get up."
Oh, I see. All right, then hold up, and may the goddess Umberly protect you. And she puts her hands together in a prayer fold and nods.
All right, go ahead and give me a religion check.
Okay.
We've got to get you better at these religion checks.
I know, and that's one of the ones I have that I'm proficient in. Wait, would that actually be okay? So if I've checked that I'm proficient in this, it automatically takes into account my
Correct.
proficiency bonus, right?
It is adding in your proficiency bonus. You're just
Wow.
rolling really low.
Man, what is it with that?
All right. Henry
Right,
will go back and. Oh, go ahead.
Ari leaves Henry to go join Rowan and Jordan.
All right.
So to be clear, we have a map.
Hello, we have.
Yes.
Look,
You have a map.
picture. Henry gave it to me. Where's the place, I believe, where his husband was attacked? Didn't know, but apparently the doctor said he couldn't move for 2 weeks. So looks like they'll be staying here. It's a little too close to those footprints for my taste, but hopefully the goddess will protect them.
Has anyone looked at the map?
Ari is unfolding it now to show them.
Okay. As you look at the map, there are several places marked on the map. One of them clearly in different handwriting. There's like a little X that is clearly where Henry is saying that Liza was attacked. And the rest of them seem to say like oak and cedar in different locations, and one a bit further out north that has just kind of a question mark and a thumbs up.
So is the place where Henry was attacked close to the mark that is further up north with a question mark?
It's about halfway.
About halfway.
But it is in that direction.
Oh my gosh, I think I might know which one this is. We'll keep going. Well, it looks like there are several more places marked on this map.
Indeed. But He'll probably take a small. Bruin will take a small puff off of his pipe. I recommend that we take a brief repose at the tavern and review what we know and what we intend to do.
All right, Ben.
Yoren gives a very long sigh and says, "Well, I do suppose that even a Dapplebelt has a good idea occasionally." What was that you were saying, Ari?
I was saying, come on. If we're going to do this, let's do it. I guess back to the tavern?
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Back to the tavern. Or, Jacobs, if
Okay.
you need to refill your wares, this would also be a prime opportunity for that.
No one seemed to have what I was looking for. Oh. Hello, sir. You got your shop back open?
Yes, we have the shop back open. Are you looking to buy?
I could be. I talked about bandages and thread. Do you happen to have either of those for me?
Yes, I have found a source. Please come on in.
Step
And
right
he
through the
leads
door.
you into the store. There are, you notice, like 4 different stations kind of set up, and one of them says just kind of discount items, has a whole bunch of trinkets. Another one's stationary. One is just like baked goods. And one of them has potions. And then there's a woman who looks very much unlike the other dwarves over here, who is working on weaving some thread.
I walk over to the thread weaving. Good day, ma'am. You got any sterile thread? I'm looking for maybe silk based, if possible. High tensile strength.
I can't guarantee high tensile. I only make one type of silk thread, but I do have some. She kind of looks. Can you roll me a persuasion check?
13.
Yeah. I have some. I was hoping to send it off to the next town though, because see, my husband ran a race up there and tripped on his beard and bumped his chin.
Excuse
There
me?
was.
Never mind.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's a very famous runner. He's Michael Finnegan. I'm Rebecca Finnegan. These are my
Pleasure to meet you.
children.
Pleasure to meet you, Rebecca.
Yes, they got all of his genes. All 4 of them. But anyway, I was preparing this for the doctor that treated him up there. He wrote it in a Yoren Jacobs.
Yoren Jacobs, that's me.
That's you?
Yoren
Well-
was still thinking about long beards and completely missed the part until his name was dropped, and that is accurate for Dallas also.
Then yes, I very much have thread for you.
I've got my my guild membership papers right here if you need proper identification.
She takes a look at them and says, Well, here, I have 3 bags for you.
Well, I don't know if I can take that much on right now, but I can. I'll take a spool of it if you got a spool.
Well, there's a spool in one, and there's also like some wraps, like some bandage wraps and
Excellent.
stuff.
I can
And
use
like,
those supplies to fully replenish my healer's kit, and I will politely take the rest. I'll at least stow it in the tavern if need be.
mhm.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Really, it's a pleasure. I'm just doing my job, I swear.
It's a wonderful job, and our family greatly appreciates the work that you do.
Of course, of course. Now, sliding over slightly, about those potions.
Potions over here. This one calls
Over
out.
where? Ah. Potions.
Yes. Yes. Welcome to Sip Sips. What can I do
Sips?
for
So
you?
I like some sips. Naturally, I'm looking for health potions, but I'm also interested in whatever else you've got. Alchemy's a minor passion of mine.
Well, we can probably figure something out. Let's roll. So yes, I have a potion of healing. They're not very easy to make, so yeah, I have the one, but
Just the one? Perfect. How much for it?
having overheard the conversation earlier, you hear, 5 gold be too much to ask?
Well, before I make a final decision on that, what other potions have you got?
Go ahead and roll me 2d6.
2d6, I can do that. Also, meta, how potent is this healing potion?
It's
For my
going,
inventory, so I don't have to ask later.
yeah, it's going to be a 1d6 plus con.
1d6 plus the receiver's con?
Yes.
Perfect. I got a 4 and a 6 on that dice.
Yep. I'm looking back through my notes because I made these notes last week and I forgot. So this one holding up kind of a grayish, almost more like a pill in a bottle. It says, this one's what I call my mountain potion.
Alright, what's it do?
Make you grow big.
Oh.
Big and sturdy, just like a mountain.
Could be useful. How much for that one?
All mine would cost the same. Normally they're like 15, but
I understand. And anything else? Is it just the two?
yeah. Since I said that he had only one health potion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I'll take that healing potion. You hang on to that mountain potion. I'll come back if I need it.
Very well.
I'm deducting a 5 gold piece from my inventory and adding the potion of healing.
Brywin, Ari, what are you guys doing? Just
Come
kind of
on,
holding
Brandon.
Yep.
Let's go get some food.
Yes, of course. And we'll head off in the direction of the tavern.
All right. Ari, go ahead and make me a perception check. Like, this is wisdom. This is supposed to be your good thing. Let's see some good rolls.
Oops, wrong one. Hold on.
Brywin, you can also make that perception check.
I'll make a perception, sure. Mm,
Oh,
come on.
What? roll 20.
There
What
we
have I
go.
done to anger you?
But we're just trying to get it out before any battles start happening.
Yeah, let's say that. But that's a vibe.
So Ari, apparently you're a little bit hungrier because you don't notice. Brywin, you notice a woman down by the clock tower just kind of pacing back and forth, just kind of saying out, not to anyone in particularly, "The sky is going to fall. The sky is going to fall. Someone, anyone, the sky is falling."
I look up at the sky. Trying to tell what on earth this person might be talking about.
After the rain cleared up, it looks like a pretty clear day. It looks like there's a darkish cloud up somewhere far off in the distance, but like looks like a perfectly clear day.
Okay. Is this person who's pacing back and forth, are they like looking at anything in particular? Are they
No, just kind of nervously glancing around. They do have a nice looking sword attached to their hip.
I'll probably tug at Ari to get her attention and point out.
Yeah, because Ari doesn't notice a thing.
Right, yeah. I will probably like point it out to her and say, "What do you make of that? What do you
Make
make
of
of that
what?
fellow? Make of that fellow over there, muttering about the sky falling. There's not a cloud in the sky.
Oh?
There's one
Are
up
you
there."
saying this in loud enough tones that Robert can hear?
Oh, am I? Yeah, probably. Like, I don't know if I've noticed Robert. I guess with a 19 perception, I probably know that he's there, but it's like,
Yeah, I was gonna say he's just standing there. You were walking right by him.
yeah, I'm like, I'm not saying it in, no, I'm not like, it's not
You're
just
not
to
using
Ari.
fish tones or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll let Ari go ahead and respond. Sorry for interrupting.
Ari looks over and finally notices the character walking back and forth and muttering to herself. And she looks at Bruin and is like, oh. She always does that? That's kind of strange. That's the first time I've seen it.
Robert will pick up and say, "Oh, she's always going off something ever since she got back from the war. That's Lonnie Humpty. She was a general, but she's kind of fallen from that status."
Oh, yeah.
Slow clap.
That was good. Do you think she needs help, Robert?
She, not really. We make sure that she's fed and stuff, but she kind of does her own thing. It's a different thing every week. This week it's about the sky falling. Kind of gives a nervous laugh.
Garen, what are your assessments?
She doesn't appear to be. Doesn't appear to need any immediate assistance. I say, best left to her own ways.
Yorn, what are you doing?
Politely saying goodbye to these very helpful shop owners.
Well, you were the one who was very helpful to them.
Sliding right out, muttering to myself as I approach the others. I don't even remember.
There's a
Beard on
person
the
we need to
ground?
ask.
What's up with... What's that, Ari?
Hey, what do you make of that woman figure over there? She's
I
walking back and
observe
forth.
the woman. What do I observe?
The same thing that they observed. One kind of pacing, muttering to anyone but no one, looking nervously around. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. Someone, the sky is falling.
Turn back to Ari. Mild delirium, probably caused by the recent weather patterns. High pressure systems, it really messes with people sometimes, you know?
Roberts mentioned that she was in a war. She was the general.
Oh, that's
Lane has
likely
fallen.
PTSD then. Poor gal. Do you know if she's cared for?
Roberts, is she careful?
Cared for.
Oh, cared for. Oh yes, Robert says they make sure she's fed and cared
Well,
for.
as long as she's not being a bother to anyone and has space to you know, work through her trauma, well, that's all I can do for her. I'm not a psychiatrist.
But
You
you are a
bleed, you come to
doctor,
me.
so
I send the screaming ones down the hall.
All right. And with that, I'm going to say that you guys are able to go into the tavern, eat lunch, get that short rest that you guys rolled for earlier, and unless there was something specific that you guys wanted to do inside the tavern.
I mean, maybe just kind of meta discussion out of character.
Okay.
Cool, we can take that real quick.
Just in terms of like, okay, what do we know, and what would they probably come to as like the next course of action? And also, I need to look up spells that I get back, spell slots that I get back after a short rest.
I think it's half your level rounded up.
I think that's
so
right.
Either a third or a second and first or 3 firsts.
Right. So is it just that many slot levels?
Yes, you have a
Okay.
total of 3 slot levels.
So 3 slot levels to go back. Okay.
Yeah, whether that's a third or 3 firsts.
Okay.
Anyone else have any questions before we break for 10 minutes?
Just clarification, my healer's kit's filled back up to 10 charges, and on a short rest, I can now once again affect everyone with my healing, correct?
I believe so.
Excellent.
okay. One quick question. None of my spells rejuvenate, right?
Correct.
Okay, got it. All right, no further questions.
All right. Well, then I think we will take a short break at the tavern and refill drinks.
When do we need to be back?
8:01. Sound
Okay,
right?
sounds good.
8:01 Central Time sounds perfect. We'll see
Yep.
everyone in
And just
10
to be
minutes.
clear, yeah, just to be clear, the idea was you guys are following tracks and or map and or you guys are headed into the woods.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
Okay.
100% down with that plan.
Exactly what we're looking for.
Okay,
we'll figure
just
out.
wanted to know what I needed to finish up the ironing details on.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we're headed
Into the
in that
woods.
direction. All roads seem to be pointing to that. Yes.
Have you watched that movie recently, Casey?
What?
Into the Woods.
No.
I was just curious. Okay.
Okay, we'll see you guys in 10.
Alright, see you
Okay.
then.
Thank you for all those who are listening, people on Twitch and future YouTubists. I completely forgot the intro today. So while we are proud of our product, please do remember that none of us are in a professional recording studio. We are recording on a myriad of devices, and we'll see how it goes. Just keep that in mind. Also, if you are interested in where people got art from, a lot of it has come from the internet at various ages while I put this town together for my own little homebrew world. And so I can always try to look that up, or I can ask characters where, or players where they got their character art. So yeah, thanks for joining us, and we'll be back shortly. So do we have anyone back to slowly get us back in? Not quite yet. All right, let's try it again. Anyone back to start warming up the channel? Maybe. Can people hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay. I've asked a couple times whether or not there was anyone there to warm up the channel with me or not. And it's like, oh no, maybe it's not working. And if it's not working, then they didn't hear the
I
whole
got here
thing.
like 10 seconds ago, so.
Cool. No, I remembered halfway through the break that I hadn't done our intro or the halftime thing. So I ran back and was like, here's all this information that I forgot at the beginning. Also, inspired by I was really afraid I wasn't going to get a throw man for a quick cameo, but I bet you know who was inspired by your 3 halflings character idea.
Yes, I was gonna play 3 halflings in a trench coat, and the 3 blind mice was brilliant. Basket, in the Twitch chat, you are saying that the stream got better after the first few minutes. I went ahead and I pulled up a speed test, and my internet was having some trouble right at the beginning, but it sorted out and it's back up to its normal speeds now. So, yes, the problem was 100% on our end.
Also, if we're allowed to call out Twitch people, Basket is awesome.
Basket is
Read-
so awesome.
Read all of their comments last week. It was amazing. I'll say Let's see here. Everyone got back up to full HP, right?
I got
I
to
did.
full HP. I don't know if anyone else did.
I did.
Yeah. And Ari was already there. Okay, I heard Kevin, so Kevin's back.
I am
Is
back.
Natalie back?
Natalie is in the restroom, but she
Okay.
will be back soon. Sorry.
Not a problem. We'll just keep warming up the channel. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, the question was, do I want another level 3 spell slot, or do I need to do like some mix of 1 and 2?
I don't know, you didn't burn like hardly anything, right? You used
Hmm.
like a minor illusion, level 1 as a magic missile, and your big level 3.
Yeah, I cast Scorching Ray as a level 3.
Yeah.
And then I also did a Misty Step, and then
Oh,
there
I
was
forgot the Misty stuff.
yeah. Yeah. I think I'm just putting my level 3 back. That's fireball slots. Or clairvoyance if I needed it.
Why cast
What?
anything else if you can cast Fireball?
I mean,
Okay. Sorry I'm late.
All right, we are all back and headed into the woods.
Into the woods without delay. It's the only line of the song I know.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's
That's all I got.
exactly what came to my head.
All right. So are you guys headed following the tracks initially, or are you going to a place on the map, or are you?
Ari's thought was to get back to where she saw the footprints and explore further that way.
Cool.
I'm up for following tracks.
All right.
Oh,
Always find the tracks,
Yep.
follow the
And if
tracks, and then sometimes you get hit by a train.
and if we have come back from a short rest, Bruin probably would have used a little bit of that time to cast Find Familiar.
All right.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't have to if that makes you like go searching for like a little Raven token or anything.
So you're using Raven?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That is not a problem. It
His
will
name is
be.
Edgar.
Huh?
His name is Edgar.
No, you need 3 ravens: Edgar, Allan, and Poe.
Oh, yes.
No, that will be on the next map whenever you get there.
But yes, I am all for relying on the tracks that Ari found and continuing to follow those.
Alrighty.
Hey, come on, Glenn.
So,
Bruin.
Yorin is following.
Your roll, like I said, 22 earlier, that can easily get you the first 30 minutes into it. Can you go ahead and give me another survival check?
Yes.
Yeah. So as you've been traveling through the woods and stuff, you travel the first 30 minutes or so, no problems at all. You do notice that the underbrush is starting to get a little bit thicker. The forest itself starts to seem a little bit larger, but you're able to kind of sift through that and keep up with the tracks.
Okay.
And yeah, things have definitely slowed down in this condition. Difficult terrain meta, but you then come to a clearing after about another hour's travel or so.
I'm telling you right now, that bridge, sus.
I think it's lovely.
I don't like bridges that have no purpose. That's a big hole in the ground that you could easily walk around. The bridge has no reason for being there. I say trap.
What do you think, Raven?
I have to say, initially, I do have to agree with Jacobs. I do not like the looks of this.
All right, then
What way does the...
where do the footprints lead?
Yes.
Do I need to roll perception, investigation? Do I need to roll anything for that?
I would let either investigation or survival be fit.
Okay. Survival it is. Oh. Man, where are these rolls coming from?
Yeah, so you've tracked it really well through the woods, but stepping out into this clearing, the sun's shining again, and it's just making you squint a little too much.
That's weird. The sun is so bright. I cannot see the track. Bryn, Lauren, a little help here.
I am looking for a small rock.
You're looking for a what?
A small rock.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I find a small rock, a pebble?
There are plenty of small rocks around. You do not even have to roll to find a small rock.
Excellent.
A generic, like if you want
Smooth-
any specific.
Smooth is preferable, but not required.
Okay. Well then go ahead and roll an investigation.
Okay. 15.
Oh, yeah, you find a nice smooth rock.
I am going to skip that rock down the bridge like it is a puddle of water.
Okay.
Or at least attempt to. Do I need to make a roll for that?
Yeah, how well do you skip it? Go ahead and give me sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand I can do. 21.
Oh yeah, this thing skips almost like it was water. Between finding the right rock and
That's why you gotta
having
find the right rock.
yeah, you definitely skip this across, and you hear a voice say, "Who's there on my bridge?"
Turn to Bruin. Called it.
No one's on your bridge.
No one?
Yes, no one.
I'll give him a nice. All right then.
Excuse me, who are you?
No, I'm not listening to the voices. No one's there.
Your voice, and we're listening to you. I think it's quite rude if you ignore others.
So there's someone up there or not?
No one's on your bridge, but for crying out loud, at least introduce yourself.
I tap Ari on the shoulder and give her like the neck cutting sign to be quiet. No one's on your bridge, mate. We're your collective consciousness. You know, the thing who tells you what to do, right and wrong, that sort of thing.
Go ahead and make a deception roll.
I knew that
That-
was coming.
Definitely a lie.
That is a 7.
No.
Oh.
Let's actually.
Charisma is not...
Okay.
Like, I have a better charisma than some of my other stats, but it is not my strong suit.
All right.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Apparently, to resist, they got a 5, and I got a 7 on that deception.
It says, "Oh, you never talked so much before."
We're under new management. We gotta ship shape up this here brain of yours. You got all sorts of dirty garbage in here. It's time for some spring cleaning.
All right. Can we do it after lunch?
When's lunch?
Fixing it up right now.
Excellent. Well, you focus on that lunch, and for now, take a break from the bridge watching. We gotta clean it up inside before we do anything with that bridge.
All right. No response.
Well, go on, what do you propose?
Yorin gives a shrug. This was as far as his plan went.
So was the voice very clearly coming from inside the pit?
Yes. And this isn't like just a straight drop down pit. This is like almost a large mound of earth has been scooped up from this spot.
Hmm. Is there any sort of inspection that I can do to see if this bridge has been enchanted of any sort, or if there's literally just a troll living under it?
You can go ahead and make an Arcana check.
I will certainly try. 14.
Okay, so looking at this bridge, you get the idea that this bridge has obviously not been here for very long, nor is it necessarily supposed to be here. But you kind of get that same feeling with the spiders, where it's kind of got that strange glow about it. Probably some type of conjuration.
I relay these findings to Bjorn and Ari, just saying, this thing is not supposed to be here. And it doesn't appear that it's been here for a very long time either.
Oh, fascinating.
Is there any feasible path around it?
Feasible path around the bridge?
Around this pit.
Oh, it would be very easy to walk around the pit.
Okay. Yeah. That's...
Do you propose we, not take the bridge, then?
Yeah, if there's some fellow under there who's worried about us, walking on his bridge and all that, I think it's best not to disturb him.
Go ahead and make perception checks.
All of us?
Yeah.
Nat 1.
I got an 11.
16.
Ari, you hear the faint sound of like nah, nah,
Oh my god.
kind of sounds like a goat.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say sheep. Sorry. Did you hear that?
No.
Very much no.
Nice.
I think, in
swear,
fact, I've
but
gone
Evan
deaf.
here.
I didn't hear nothing. I'm with Bruin. You up on that praying nonsense again?
Your boys must be deaf. They're going that way. Hold on. I'm sure I heard it. And I guess Ari does. Do I have to do another perception check to find the goat?
Oh, it was coming from under the bridge.
Oh, it's coming from under the bridge. There's something under the bridge. And Ari just steps closer to the edge. And stops right there. And bends over to see what she can.
Alright. Kind of down over on this far side, you see the entrance to a cave.
On which side? Sorry, I missed that.
On the far
Oh, under the bridge on that far side. Oh, guys, come take a look. This must be where Archibald is staying. There's a cave under there.
And go ahead and make another perception check while you're there.
Eh?
Now that you're actually looking under the bridge, this will be at advantage. At
Do
12.
I need to do it twice or?
No, you're rolling with advantage right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and give it to you. You can see kind of near you, the wolf tracks again. Like, it's darker under here. You're more in tune with your tracking of in the shadows and stuff.
And do the tracks lead to the cave?
Yes.
Guys, you found them. Take a look at the tracks. They lead toward that cave under the bridge.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No. Come see. I think we should follow them.
Yorin is following. Is Ari gonna lead the way?
Yes. Ari is going to look for a good path down, where they wouldn't fall into the depths of that pit.
Like I said, this is like a large scoop of earth, basically.
Oh, it's not. Oh, okay.
It's not a bottomless.
It's not as deep as it looks. Alright, yeah, Ari's gonna lead them down and underneath the bridge to the other side.
All right. Are you entering the cave then?
If that's where the footprints go, yes.
Probably before the entrance of the cave, I would ask Ari and Jacobs and everybody to stop, and I'd want to send Edgar in to scout first.
Alright.
So yeah, I'm gonna send Edgar in, and I believe, if I remember this right, is here.
That's too much reading for me
That
while
is
I'm
too
doing
much
things.
reading,
Oh,
but
wow.
there's
Oh
a bit on
my
here.
word! What are you doing?
I'm sorry. There's a bit on here it's just the description for find familiar. It says alternative as an action you can do disappears alternatively. Okay.
All right.
No, where's the bit that I can like the that
Are
I
you
can
talking
like
about where you
I
can use its?
I can hear yeah.
Yeah.
I can see through his eyes and hear what it hears.
Yep.
Through okay, yeah. So I'm going to send Edgar into the cave and then yeah, see what it sees and hear what he hears.
Just flying in there,
Um
squawking away, or
Probably not. Try and be quiet. Um and like probably try and keep to the top of the cave, not like flying low where things can grab you.
all right. You want to go ahead and give me that stealth check? I believe I put the raven in your.
Did you? Raven. Here's the raven. Actions. I got actions. Uh Do I have I don't know if I have like a dex stat or a stealth
Let's see.
what stat?
You would just click the dex.
I don't have it. I just have bio and info.
Oh, you don't have the character sheet?
Not the Oh, hold on.
I think you
No,
should have it now.
now it is loading, but it's
Loading.
try it again. Oh, character sheet. There it is. Okay, click the dex one. Skills, perception +3. Okay, yeah. Okay, dex. Whatever that was.
Yeah, you're
15.
good.
Okay, cool.
So you fly on into the cave, and currently, you see a goat that is currently tied to a spit. You see a lanky-looking green monster sitting next to the fire. You see two pigs and a sheep in a pen.
Okay. All right. I think with and is this it for the cave? Or is I see this up here?
Uh, there's a small room back there.
Hmm. Okay.
If you fly back, are you flying back there?
I don't I was just wondering if I could like see that this was like another area of it.
That does lead into another area, but if you're flying that way, I'm going to give a contested roll since
Okay. Um
first roll it wasn't facing you, so
yeah.
like
Yeah, that's fine. I think like upon seeing the big lanky monster thing, I think that would be that's all the luck that I want to push. And we'd order Edgar back in.
all right. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that you guys are moving in shortly, so I'm going to put you up.
Right.
Okay.
So that we have some idea of what we're walking into.
All right, so currently you guys are still outside the cave, but I didn't want
Oh.
to switch perspectives back.
Oh, okay, I
That
see.
makes perfect sense. Yuri Jacobs is kind of distracted at this point, thinking about the troll. and wondering why he hasn't seen it yet.
It's a big green lanky thing in here. Or at least there's...
What did its feet look like?
What did its feet look like?
Yes, its feet. Did it match? Did it seem to match the prints that we've seen outside?
I don't know if I would have gotten a good enough look at it to tell just when it was hunched over.
It would have been pretty obvious that this is not a wolf.
Okay, I mean, it's definitely not a wolf. So, and its feet don't really look like that. They don't have like pads on them. They're more, humanoid.
That's disappointing. But who is this creature?
I didn't see any sign of a wolf while I was in there, but I'm not the one.
Actually, could you go ahead and give me a perception check? See if you noticed anything odd.
For me, for
Yeah.
Berlin? Okay. No.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, you did a real quick scan of the room, and
Yeah. No, I didn't notice anything like that.
Alright. Well, do we go then and get to know this fella, or shall we continue on our way?
Did
Not
the
sure
wolf
where
go in here, or did the wolf go another way?
What do I need to find out? Maybe we could see if there are tracks beyond the bridge.
Well, you saw the tracks leading down here.
But yes, they were.
you definitely saw the tracks going into the cave.
Oh, we did.
We can't have the
Yes.
wolf running about.
The
The
tracks lead
troll
here.
already thinks we're its conscience. Maybe we can use that to our advantage.
Maybe so.
There was another room that I saw that I didn't get back into. So maybe there's something in there.
There is. Alright. Ryan, you were the voice of its conscience. Would you like to lead the way?
Who are you asking to lead the way?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Jacobs is gonna clamber down into the cave then.
And Ari's gonna follow right after.
Okay, just walking straight into the cave.
Yeah.
Sadly.
All right. Yeah, you guys managed to walk straight into the cave. This, you guys see the same things. There's a nice, big, lanky green monster thing. Looking like it's getting ready to put this goat over the fire and have himself some lunch.
Did we run into someone who was looking for a goat?
No, that's the goat I was hearing.
Just as heads up, for audience and players alike, I believe Ari did run into a small girl that was looking for her goat.
Oh, yes, I
It
did.
was
Yes.
definitely a goat,
Forgot
not
about
a
that.
sheep. Okay, yeah.
Ari, are you going to interrupt this goat
Yes.
nonsense?
Oh, that's the goat. It's a little girl's goat. No, we can't let him eat it. Maybe.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check as you start talking inside the cave.
Okay.
Okay, yep, you're good still. Just kind of there at the entrance.
Can't let him eat it. There's a little girl in the town. She's been looking for it. Since yesterday, at least. Did y'all get that?
I did.
Yeah.
Are you going to interrupt them? Jacobs is going to wait at least a moment or two.
The goat is getting louder as it is being
Oh,
put on the
shoot.
fire.
Okay. Ari, hold on. Let me, wrong list here. Alright. Ari, let's see, hold on. There are two things I'm thinking about doing.
Let's hear them.
Well, one is mending, but I don't think I can do that while it's over the fire, but
Mending takes a minute and is also touch.
that is true. Okay.
Yeah.
What about gust of wind? Could I blow out the fire?
With gust of wind? I think you
Yeah.
need to go have a conversation with the troll. I'm gonna sit back, and watch you do it.
Okay, fine. Ari steps in. Excuse me.
Troll turns around.
I didn't think you want to do that. That's my creature.
Hey! What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? I followed some tracks into here. They didn't look like they belonged to you, and it got me worried.
You're not supposed to be in here. Get out! I'm eating lunch.
But you can't eat that goat. What if,
Can too.
what if it's poisoned?
My inside head told me.
Your inside head? And who is that? It doesn't seem to be a good inside head.
I think the troll's
go
talking
ahead
about
and-
us convincing him that we're its conscience, but since we're actually here in the flesh, I don't think that gambit's gonna fly.
Maybe.
Go ahead and roll persuasion to see if it shouldn't eat.
Oh, do I need to roll persuasion?
Mm-hmm. You're the
Oh,
You're the one
okay.
telling it to not eat.
Right. Sorry, I thought Jacobs was asking to do that. Okay. Here we go. Persuasion. And I have advantage. Or I have
Yeah.
skill in that. Oh well.
It says, no, my inside head says to eat. I might have you as well if you don't leave.
Or you could have that pig instead. But I've if he doesn't know what else to do, he's going to eat this goat, and I can't let him. But then he'll eat me too if I don't leave.
You can start to smell the goat.
Alright. Fine, if you're going to be that way. And as she casts
Okay. If we're casting stuff, we're going to need to be rolling initiative. Like, the troll is very aware of your presence.
Initiative.
You're not getting a sneak attack on.
We have to save the goat, guys.
Okay, I guess we're saving a goat then.
We are saving a goat.
Fantastic.
Berwin, was that the Ravens' initiative or yours?
No, that was mine. The Ravens initiative I'm working on, is that just a straight dex, or...
Raven would be straight dex, yeah.
Okay, so the Raven's gonna be... a 7.
Alright, so Raven is a 7. Rowan is a 6. Yeah, you can tell how excited you are about saving a goat.
Yeah.
Yorn is a 17.
Correct.
Ari does get the first go.
Alright, and she will cast command.
Alright. Let's see that spell and tell me what you're doing with it.
Alright, I will command the giant to put out the fire.
I don't
Um,
think that's something that command does. Can you post command so...
I'm trying. It's
Click
not
the speech bubble.
doing.
Because I thought command was like a one word.
Oh, one more spell?
Well, put
Is it-
the
let
speech
me look.
bubble on it. Can you
Oh,
click that?
sure.
There we go.
Oh, it is a one-word command.
Yeah.
um. All right. Oh, I see. All right. I will say the word stop.
Okay. It definitely failed its throw.
Okay. All right. So
Yep.
it just freezes on its next turn, I believe.
It makes no actions currently. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
And Ari will. I'm trying to get this box to go away. Oh, there it is. Okay. See, I will just move around here. Okay. And I think that's it.
All right, Yorn, you're up.
Well, Yoren isn't necessarily fully educated on all of this spell nonsense, but Yoren did see Ari say stop, and the creature did not stop. And so Yoren's going to try to duck over here and bonus action hide.
Okay.
With a 22 stealth.
That is probably gonna do it.
just get out of sight enough to pull up my crossbow and get a sneak attack. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like, hide is a really generous term for what I'm doing. I'm moving to an unexpected position. And rolling an attack with advantage for a 24.
That will definitely hit.
So that is 8 piercing damage from the crossbow and 11 sneak attack damage. Oi! She said to stop cooking dinner. You stop cooking dinner.
So,
That is all of my actions.
all right. All right. The troll actually responds to you and says, "Even if I want to, I don't seem able to." As the spell has literally stopped him in his tracks, and he does absolutely nothing. Raven, Edgar.
Edgar is okay. So Edgar has what? He has 50 feet of flight movement. So he is going to. Let me double check to make sure the movement can. Oh yeah, this can get him over here. Bruin's gonna come in and try and like beak at the ropes around the goat. He's gonna try and peck at those and try and release him from his bonds.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. It's just a melee weapon attack plus, yeah. Oh, it's a nat 20.
Oh, easily. I'll even give him I'll even give him a second. See if he can get both of the ropes.
Okay. Here's attack number 2. An 18.
Okay, so yeah, it comes in and it's just pecking away. These ropes were not made very well. Like, it picked up whatever it could, more like vines, and they snap, and the goat falls into the fire and takes off out of the fire.
Yeah. I presumed. And then I'm gonna use the rest of Raven's movement because I moved him like 25 feet or like 25, 30 feet. And then he's gonna get off into, let me zoom out here. He'll go back kind of into, yeah, this corner of the room back here. Nevermore.
And then I do believe that it's your turn.
Excellent.
About time.
Of course. All right. Goat. Rescued. I think that was the goal here, right?
Yes, now get us out of here.
Get us out. I'm the one standing at the entrance. That's what was back in here.
If you're not sure what to do, you can survey the room and have a perception check.
I think I will step a little farther in and yeah. Yeah, I'll actually yeah, I will do that. Kind of survey the room.
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Here we go. That's a 3.
Cool.
Forgot to clean my glasses. Of course.
Takes off glasses, rubs them on shirt.
Yeah. Takes off glasses, rubs
Takes
them
off
on
glasses,
shirt,
pinches
puts them back
bottom of
on.
shirt. Give me a moment.
I'm in a troll cave. Fantastic. This is exactly where I don't want to be. I think the only other thing that I might do is I'm going to again I'll do the minor illusion cantrip thing, and I will kind of create this time just a wall of stone that looks like the walls of the cavern, and I'll just throw it up between me and the troll right here. Just be like, duck behind that.
All right.
Nice wall. I love it.
Love it.
Ari,
All right.
would you please give me a perception check?
Okay.
All right. You will not have this at disadvantage because you did notice the sheep behind you breathing heavily and getting bigger and bigger. And I need you to make I believe it is strength saving throw.
Ooh, okay.
Was it a wolf in sheep's clothing this entire time?
Yep,
Are you serious?
that's what all these perception checks have been about. That.
Oh my. All right. That's a 9.
All right,
Wow.
you are going to take 21 force damage,
Oh, ouch.
and you are knocked back.
Wait, hold on. 21 force damage. Dang. Oof.
10 feet.
Yeah. Hold on. 21 force damage. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, correcting that on my sheet. I'm knocked back 10 feet. Okay, you moved me.
Yep.
Ooh.
It is your turn.
On that note, it's time to go. Ari uses how much? Let me see how much you can have. There. Cool. All right. Let me check this real quick. Ari runs behind Jordan's wall. And then.
Oh, and it's not Yoren's wall, it's Bruin's wall.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ruin's wall.
You could technically pass straight through it.
Well, that's where she's going. And since I do have another action, I do have an action, right?
Yes, you have an action.
Okay. Let me look at this. Okay. Here. Alright, this is what I'm thinking about doing. I don't know if I can do it though. Let me put this up in the chat. Thaumaturgy, I want to get the goat to follow me out.
Can thaumaturgy make a loud noise on the other side of the goat, scaring it towards the door?
Yeah, I think you could do that. Go ahead and make an animal handling check.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the goat's
That's the best
definitely
roll I
headed
can
in
roll
that
today.
direction.
Alright, great.
Anything else for your turn?
Um, I think that's it for now. Yeah.
All right.
Doctor,
Yorin, you're up.
chiming in. Is this wall gonna give me any hindrance?
No.
Excellent. I'm going to scramble up because I saw that hit that Ari took. Alright, looks to be a mild concussion. Nothing to worry about. Sit down, couple of deep breaths for me.
I think we should get out of here first.
And here, drink this. Should clear your head. And
Fine.
I shake a small vial and pop the cork. This is not the health potion. This is my own special mixture. And I'm using Healing's Kit to restore hit points.
Yep.
Please take 12 healing.
Yes, thank you.
That was my bonus action. So then I'm going to look at Dapplebelt and say, which one am I shooting?
I'd go with the big bad wolf over there.
Pop my crossbow up on top of his wall. Fire away. That's not a great shot, though, and it shouldn't be at advantage.
Yeah,
Turn that
that's
off.
not a great shot.
I was focusing more on medicine than on shooting.
Yep. Anything else?
That's my turn.
The troll is going to come up and say, let's go ahead and give that a... And the goat... Oh, that was the wrong thing. Didn't
Well.
matter.
Oh,
Literally the same number.
And the troll grabs the goat and says, "That's right, you get out here. I'm supposed to cook this thing." And sits back down by the fire. Goat struggles. Goat manages to kind of kick him and get out.
yay!
I'm not sure what a goat's speed is.
We'll just say it's that fast because clearly he's frightened by
They're
now.
faster than you think they are.
Yep. Raven.
I'm gonna say, do I do the thing? I guess I'm doing the thing. Okay. The Raven is going to get the heck out of the way. And to double check, I'm gonna go 10. And I'm gonna make it all the way. Yeah, it can make it all the way back here. Yeah. And it's not gonna do anything. It's just mainly getting out of the way for my turn.
Well, then it is your turn.
I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna do the wizard thing.
What is the wizard thing?
The wizard thing is casting fireball.
Ah!
Yes.
This seems like a pretty good time.
The ultimate yeet.
It's a very good time.
So, Ruin's going to, kind of looking over this sheep that is probably like crambling up this way and look a little bit past, and you can see him do the math in his head a little bit. And I think, yeah, we're gonna place that. Yeah. Nope, actually back one. Yeah. Yep, I think
Nice.
that'll work.
do it. Okay, right there. He's doing. Yep, he did the math. He did the monster math. And we're gonna do a fireball right there and say, I've got one answer for this, and if it doesn't work, then we'll have to improvise from there. And yes, we'll cast the fireball.
And
Here
you
we
did
go.
say right here, correct?
Where? Yes, that square right there. That's the center.
All right. Well, how much damage are they taking? Because does a
So
14 match?
I'm going to just I'm casting it at regular level 3. Okay, it's a DC 15.
Okay, so they both failed.
So that is a total of show spell description.
It was 26 fire.
It's just 26 fire damage.
All right.
Which, kaboom.
So yeah, the wolf hardly got to move at all. It forgot that, small pen, big wolf, kind of hard to move in there.
Yeah.
Trolled a little bit better, but still got caught up in it and is looking pretty frazzled by it. Or meta, it's bleeding.
Kind of panting slightly from the exertion and say, maybe you'll think twice next time.
And you also heard like a
Oh.
coming from the next room over.
Okay. We appear to have a hostage situation.
Does this mean we have to kill them both?
Well, I was hoping that would at least scare him.
Big Bad didn't like that.
Yeah, I popped back behind my wall at the end of my turn.
Yeah, we're going to give it a real quick intelligence saving throw.
Sure.
Yeah,
Who that wolf?
can avoid that wall. Try come up here and take a nice bite out of Yorn.
Why is it always the medic? And yes, of course, a 20 hits.
Yeah.
So DC 14 strength.
Strength. Yeah.
Which is -1, and I critically failed it.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, so not only did it get a bite, but like you can definitely tell that this is where those wounds came from. Because your movement is now reduced by 5 until you get a good healing on it.
Dang.
Oh,
Ari, you're up.
alright. Well, Ari sees what happened to Doran, and she charges in. With, I had a thought, and then I had another thought. So let me see if this will work. Um, hold on. Let's see. Um, I guess the Raven can't move.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
kind of-
move through here because it is not a solid wall.
Yeah. And you would have known this enough with Bruin that this is a common thing he does.
Yeah, like the only thing about moving through there is that if you move through the solid wall, there's a good chance that it will prove not to be a solid wall.
Okay. Alright. Well, maybe the best thing to do. I was thinking about using Thunderwave here, but it says
Nope.
a 15-foot cube
Yeah.
originating from you, so I don't think that's going to work.
Yep, if you moved around it some, you could do it, but yeah, where you are, you'd either get Yorn or you'd get.
Right. Oh, so if I moved around the wall to like somewhere over here. Here. Wow. I keep trying to click it.
Click and hold if you're trying to ping.
Like there or here.
If you moved to here, you could do it. Like facing.
Okay. Alright.
Because it originates out from you, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I think. Yeah. I think she'll do that. We'll come over here and cast Thunderwave.
Alright. So yeah, that's like your area of Thunderwave. If
Yeah.
you've never seen the area that Thunderwave covers before.
Okay. Okay, I see. Yeah. I thought it was like a square or with you at the center, but it's going out from you. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that illustration.
So what
Alright.
type of save is that? A con?
Well, let me. It is. Oh, here, I'll put that for you. Yes, a con save.
As a 15. So it will take half damage and is
half
not
damage.
pushed.
Darn it. I wanted him to push, but hey, got a little bit of damage. Tiny bit of damage.
Alright, anything else on
Alright.
your turn?
let's see. I will throw my at him.
You'll do what?
That can I use? Okay, my. Do I have anything else? Any other moves?
I kind of doubt it because you've used action.
Yeah,
You
I
have
have used
movement
that.
and you have bonus action, but
Okay,
clerics aren't known for bonus actions.
yeah, no. Okay. Oh, can I use, since I'm by the sheep, can I use mend on the sheep? Or the goat?
What are you trying to mend on the goat?
It's burns.
Know if you can use mend that way.
Yeah, it's like that
Okay,
sound.
it's like if there's a cut or something.
Also, isn't mend like a minute spell as well?
I think so.
So, like, that would be your next 10 rounds.
Oh gosh. Okay, nope,
And then
never
it would
mind.
go back.
Take that back. Never mind, we're done.
Alright. Yorn.
So Yoren's hurting.
Yeah.
Yoren is in the pains.
Mm-hmm. You still have over half of your hit points.
Barely. Yoren is going to bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And then Yoren is going to use movement to drag Self more or less over this cliff.
Alright.
And then action to attempt to bind my leg for 14 healing.
Cool.
Those new bandages are awesome. Did you do my hit points?
Huh?
Did you just modify my hit points? Because they just jumped.
I did not.
Rude. There we are. And so I feel a little bit better about that, but that is my entire turn.
Alright. Troll time. Let's give it a nice. Alright. You see the troll get up and walk over and grab a pig.
I think we
And-
established in the Twitch chat earlier that the pigs are on their own.
Well, the voices told this guy that he's supposed to be cooking lunch.
Consequences of good deception checks, or rather bad deception checks, I would like to
Yeah.
clarify. Bad deception checks that worked?
Confusing all around.
Definitely.
Yeah, the goat is lots of people, lots of things happening. Probably just gonna sit there and cower. Raven.
The Raven is going to take a dive. I assume he's just kind of like flying above him at this point. He's going to take a dive and try and bite him for just a beak melee attack.
Okay,
It's an 18
that'll hit.
for 1 point of damage. And then if he gets a bonus action, he will try and disengage and then fly back. Check on. He's gonna fly over over back this way. Squawking. Ah!
Cool. Yeah, the wolf's not even paying attention to him right now.
Cool. Yeah, no, figured.
But it is your turn.
Ah, yes. Great. How to get out of this one, Bruin. Push those big, beautiful brain cells to their limits. Let's see. I believe. Let's see here. I believe. Hold on. That is. Oh no, that one has range on it. Never mind. Ruin, with the aid of his little wall illusion, is going to try and get past the wolf going this way. And would then like to
Was there disengage in there?
I don't know if I can use a bonus action to disengage or if that's just rogues.
That's just rogues. But you can take an action to
I
disengage.
can take an action to do that. I will use my action to do that.
All right.
Yep. And then let me double check. I don't think I can use my bonus action to do anything else. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna kind of slink along this edge of the wall and see if I can hear if I well, we heard it was going kind of we heard the muffled cries coming from in this way, and I'm going to try and listen out and see if I hear anything else.
The muffled cries are still happening.
Okay. Think there's someone back here.
Anything else?
That's all I can do. So that's all I will do.
Yeah. The wolf is going to turn on Ari. I'm pretty sure 21 hits.
Oh yeah, that hits.
So you're taking 13 damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
So you are currently knocked prone.
Oh. And then I just can't move and my hit points are where
Meaning
they
that
are.
you just fell over.
Oh, I just fell over.
Yeah. But it is your turn, so you can get right back up if you want.
So I can get right back up. Okay, Ari gets right back up and this may not be the best decision, but she's gonna do it anyway. She is mad and will hit the wolf with her hand axe.
All right. So the wolf has plenty of time seeing you get mad and getting up and grabbing the hand axe. Got plenty of time to avoid your hit. Anything else on your turn?
I'm debating swinging again, and also debating moving.
I don't think you can swing again
Okay, so Ari's going to move.
unless you have like spiritual weapon or something like that.
Actually, I do have that.
All right. So are you casting that?
Yeah, I guess I will.
Can you cast that as bonus action?
Can
I believe it's a bonus action
I
spell.
think it is.
I've played clerics
Oh,
a
it
lot.
is. Whoa. Can I cast this as a bonus action, then move?
You can just remember that if you move, the wolf gets an opportunity attack.
Oh, okay. Ah, sorry guys, my screen's doing
So
weird things.
where would you like your mace? Your floating spectral mace.
I would like it. Okay. Probably right behind the wolf.
All right. Go ahead and make
Go ahead.
a spell attack.
Mm.
Oh gosh.
Those are not great.
You rolled a 2 and
Dice are not great.
Yeah.
Dice are not with you today.
Yeah. Doesn't even seem to see that there's a mace there.
Well, maybe I can attack in my surprise on the next round.
Yorn, you're up.
Well, Yorin can't heal Ari again. That's not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I am going to offer her the health potion I bought earlier. Can I do that, and will it cost me my bonus action?
No, it will cost Ari her bonus action if she drinks it next. If you want it to be done now, it will cost your bonus action.
I'm just
Wait till
handing it
Ari-
off. I'm just like,
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, that's cool.
I am then going to move 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And have my crossbow at the ready to support Ari, but also I'm wanting to look in that tunnel.
Okay. It's not a very deep tunnel. In fact, that fireball got pretty close. But I didn't think you were coming this fast.
You're fine?
Boom.
Oh.
You see a Jezebel. Or one of the waitresses
Oh my.
tied up back there.
Clearly. Well, that's not okay. So I was going to shoot this beast, but instead I'm gonna set the crossbow down and whip out a dagger and cut binds, because I assume she's bound and gagged because it was muffled
Yes.
noises.
Yes.
And I will use my action to make quick work of ropes and gags.
Alright, you do
Come
that.
on then, let's get you out of here.
You do that, and she says, "Yes, we must hurry. That there's a wolf. It looks like me. It's gonna go for my children.
It's okay, it's okay. The only thing in here that is angrier than it is already fighting it. It's good.
All right. If anyone is paying mind to the troll, you see that some of its burn marks are starting to heal. And it is going to spend its turn cooking a pig.
Cooked pig.
Raven.
The Raven is going to. I think it's going to fly over here, and it's going to do its best to try and distract the wolf, if possible, so that Ari can get a good hit off on it.
All right.
Would this be like an aid or a help, or I don't know if you're
Yeah, sure.
how you're
We'll
gonna handle
we'll
that.
give it the help action.
Help action. I can do that. Yeah.
All right, you're up.
Okay. And then Bruin. Oh, what is Bruin going to do? I was looking at that. Maybe not. How's this wolf looking as far as like damage goes?
It's bruised and stuff, but
Doesn't seem to be like it's still got quite a bit of fight left in it.
yeah.
Okay. We will do. I think we're going to get a little bit further back and maybe still keeping an eye on the troll. We are going to cast Firebolt on the wolf.
All right.
Yes. Yes, that's what we're going
Roll something like not below a 5.
I know. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, Firebolt.
That is not below a 5.
Not below a 5.
How much damage is that?
17. And I'm just, yeah. 14, yeah, 2d10, 14 fire damage.
Oh yeah, this thing is now bloodied.
Yeah.
Nice.
Being so caught up by fire, it is actually going to come over here. I mean, the fireball, the firebolt, like, it's getting tired of this.
Yes.
Other words for undead.
Rest in peace, wizard. Rest
Does
in
a
peace.
12 hit you?
Yes, but I'm going to use my reaction to cast shield.
Okay.
Which
Like increases by 5 for
yeah,
the
I think
rest
it
of the
increases
round.
my AC by 5, which will make it not hit.
Yep. Sounds good.
Okay.
Ari, you're up.
All right.
You have a health potion.
I will drink that. How much health does that give me?
1d6 plus
1d6 plus your constitution modifier.
Okay.
So roll a d6.
3 plus con modifier.
3 plus 2.
2. Yeah, 5.
So 5.
All right. Oops, not 121. Ha!
All right.
All right.
That was your bonus action, so you cannot move your spectral mace this round. But you do still have movement and an action.
I have my movement and action. Okay.
Yes.
Hold on, I need to correct it. Okay. Ari will cast command on the wolf and say freeze.
Okay. I believe that's a wisdom save. Yeah, it's not gonna listen to you.
Ah, great.
Like that,
Right,
the
yeah,
troll was much more reasonable. The wolf is like crazed.
that actually is.
I believe unless you want to move, that is your turn.
Okay. Yeah, Ari's going to move over here by Jordan. Alright, and that is her turn.
Alright, and I take it that you probably went around the wolf.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Actually, there isn't really space to do it because the troll is there.
Oh shoot. Alright,
Yeah.
maybe I'll just stay where I am.
Alright, Yorn, you're up.
Yorin is honestly in a little bit of a bind, wanting to get the hostage out, but realizing you can't really get past the wolf and the troll, so he's gonna just shoot it. If I hit it, I'll get sneak attack because of Bruin, but I do not have advantage. That is a 9.
Actually, you would have advantage because the crow was giving help. I'm going to assume that the crow was going with because it had the movement to do
I'm
so,
still
right?
giving help.
Yeah, it did.
So here's
Yeah.
my second attempt, which is an 8.
Ah,
Oh my gosh.
Gummy Jacobs.
Wool of Steel.
Try again.
The pig is no longer moving. And the troll's looking better. You hear a, lunchtime. A goat beats it out.
Yay.
Raven. Yeah. We're gonna finish this round, I think.
Okay. The Raven is going to the Raven is going to it's looking pretty battered. It's going to take another dive at it.
All right.
Take another dive with a beak attack, and it's a nat 1.
Does a 13 hit a Raven?
Yes, it does. Armor class is 12.
All right. You see your spectral Raven go flying and into the mouth it goes.
Yep, disappears. It
Chomp.
vanishes and
The wolf looks slightly stunned that it didn't have any chomp to it, but
yeah, no, sorry about that. Well, great. Not good. It's looking bloodied now.
yes.
Uh,
After the firebolt, and the Raven dive. I don't think anyone else has hit it yet.
I think I'm gonna go for the shot. I'm gonna cast sleep at 2nd level.
All right.
Here we go. Leap at Cast at level 2. Go.
Oh!
38 total.
Bro.
Oh, 38. Okay,
38 total.
it falls asleep.
Oh, yes.
And we will.
Nice, nice.
And would you like to coup de grace it? While it's asleep.
Like I'll leave that up to Ari. I mean, I've got a knife, but I mean, ideally, yes. This is clearly the
Like,
thing.
it's asleep. You guys aren't under any type of danger right now. I mean, there's a troll snacking on a pig, but
Yeah, but we intend to get out of his home and leave him be.
Yeah.
Quarrel's not really with him, it was with the wolf.
Was that lady the only one in there?
Yeah, it wasn't very big.
Okay. Then
So yeah,
basically,
Understand
are you
those
one-shotting the wolf, or are you going to let it live?
am I what? One-shotting the wolf?
Yeah.
are you killing
Do
it?
you want to kill the wolf, or do you want to let the wolf live?
I kind of want to kill it.
I mean, it's
All right.
attacked someone. It's a threat
Am
to
I-
the village, and it's like
Yeah,
impersonating
it's-
someone.
Yeah, I
with it.
know.
Yeah, no, kill it.
Yeah, kill it.
All right. You guys can slit its throat, and we are going to call that a night.
All right. Whew.
A knight in shining armor it is. Have a lovely
Bye.
time, everyone. We will see you, if you're still listening, next week, Wednesday night, 6:30 Central Time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh God.